The Virgin Mary means everything to me. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm shaking with emotion. Now that I have seen her, I can safely get through another year without any problems. Our Virgin plays a very important part in our faith. Of course, it is also an important festival. But above all, it is about our Virgin. She is the main attraction. When you see the Virgin, all your wishes will be granted.
Here that the Romeria de El Rocio is the most important Virgin Mary pilgrimage which takes place in the Iberian Peninsula. El Rocio is in Andalusia, in the deep south of Spain, surrounded by the Doñana National Park. The many pilgrims who flock to the little town every year at Whitsuntide all have the same reason for coming: the veneration of the Holy Virgin of El Rocio, also known as the Virgin of the Dew. In the 15th century, a hunter who lived near Almonte discovered a statuette of Mary hidden in the trunk of a tree. He took it with him, but was overcome with fatigue on his way home. When he woke up a little later, the statuette had disappeared. The hunter returned to the tree where he found the figurine again. In that place, called Rocina, the little church was built. This was the beginning of the veneration of the Virgin of the Dew. During the week before Whitsun, about 1 million pilgrims referred to as Rocieros make their way to El Rocio, on foot, on horseback, in oxcarts, on tractors, or in cars. Most of them take many days to get there. The pilgrims are united in about 100 fraternities which organize the journey. Every town or village in Andalusia, and sometimes in other places, has its own fraternity, an organization of laymen. The pilgrims who belong to it are called brothers. The fraternity of Almonte is the most important one, the mother of all fraternities. The brothers of Almonte look upon the Virgin of the Dew as their own. It is they who organize the ceremonies of El Rocio at Whitsuntide.
Love, prosperity, and the mercy of God for El Rocio. As Rocieros, we are fulfilled by the intense experience of our grief. We are traveling from Almonte to El Rocio. It's very beautiful. We are the first to arrive in El Rocio. We are the most important fraternity. We represent all the other fraternities in Spain and the rest of the world. El Rocio is almost completely filled with devout pilgrims. We love the Virgin Mary. We are going to El Rocio because of her. We want to see her. She's calling us.
From Almonte, it only takes 1 day to get to El Rocio. In a cavalcade of more than 1,000 horses, the brothers of Almonte and their colorful entourage leave the village. It is the Wednesday before Whitsun. Every fraternity carries a simpecado, a banner bearing the picture of the Holy Virgin. The simpecado is the symbol and the pride of the fraternity. It is carried out in front and usually travels in a richly decorated covered wagon. In this, the Almonteños distinguish themselves from the other fraternities. They carry their simpecado on horseback. In the Almonte fraternity, it is customary to elect a brother every year, the Hermano Mayor, who will represent the people of Almonte during El Rocio.
The Hermano Mayor is elected by the people by a majority vote. This year I was elected. That's why I hold the office of Hermano Mayor. I have to represent the people and the fraternity and attend all ceremonies.
The people from Jerez, from the Canary Islands, from Barcelona or other distant regions come here to eat ham, for the ham they eat at home does not taste of dust and sacrifice. They come here for the Virgin. Without her, El Rocio would not be El Rocio.
¡Viva la Virgen de Rocío! ¡Viva! ¡Viva la Blanca Paloma! ¡Viva! ¡Viva la Reina de los Marismas! ¡Viva! ¡Viva la patrona de Almonte! ¡Viva! ¡Viva el hermano Mayor! ¡Viva!
All Almonteños live for the Virgin in El Rocio. Their entire lives revolve around El Rocio.
It is Thursday morning. For the fraternity of the Triana district in Seville, the hour of departure has come. Of the 5 fraternities in Seville, Triana is the largest and the most characteristic. Triana has some 9,000 brothers, and they muster a total of some 30,000 pilgrims. The immense column of people has to undertake a 3-day journey before they enter El Rocio. the Simpecado, the banner of affluent Triana, has been placed in the silver-covered wagon, the starting signal is given.
These people represent Triana. It's a seething mass of people. Our fraternity has the most members and the most pilgrims. Our procession is different. Other pilgrims may also make the journey with sincere devotion to the Virgin Mary, but Triana does it with more style and more grace.
When, on Friday morning, the first rays of the sun touch the houses of Villa Manrique, the inhabitants congregate in the village square. The fraternity of Villa Manrique is the oldest and most venerable of all the fraternities. Following a journey lasting 2 days, they will be the first after the Almonte fraternity to reach El Rocio. The ceremony preceding the departure of the fraternity produces some emotional scenes.
Hail to the Mother of God! Hail to Villa Manrique! I've touched the banner. Every year I have to weep from emotion because I was so close to it. It is moving, very moving.
For Triana, the crossing of the Rio Cuema is one of the most important rituals of the pilgrimage to El Rocio. The Simpecado stops, surrounded by the brown water of the little river. There is singing and prayer, and those who are making the journey to El Rocio for the first time are baptized here as Rocieros.
Hail to the Virgin of the Jew! Hail to the Queen of Las Máximas! Hail to the Mother of God! For the fraternities from the north, the long stretch across the Raya Real is a real ordeal. 15 kilometers of sand, dust, and sweltering heat. The motorized section of the caravan gets bogged down here time after time. At the hottest time of the day, Villa Manrique is halfway across the Raya Real. Men and animals struggle on, surrounded by clouds of dust, impeded by the loose sand, the burning sun, and the exhaust fumes. Despite all this, here especially spirits are high.
It is devotion. Otherwise, there wouldn't be so many people making the journey, because it is very arduous, and you have to put up with a lot. Without these emotions and the love for the Virgin Mary, people would not come.
Most people have sore feet. Sometimes they are even raw. But we don't mind as long as we can see the white dove.
In the camp of Villa Manrique, with the Simpecado in the background, a celebration of the Eucharist is held by candlelight.
Take and eat, for this is my body, which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me. After the meal, he took the cup, and having given thanks to God, he gave it to them with the words, "Drink from it, all of you, for this is my blood, the blood of the covenant, shed for many for the forgiveness of sins. Do this in remembrance of me."
Haced esto en conmemoración mía.
Saturday morning on the Raya Real, in a cloud of dust, the Simpecado of Triana appears, followed by many tens of thousands of pilgrims from Seville. They too will reach El Rocio before noon.
You never go to El Rocio alone. You're with your friends and your brothers. There's friendship. That's something special. On other occasions, there's also friendship. But here, you feel a stronger bond.
In the night of Whit Sunday to Whit Monday, the event to which the Rocieros will have looked forward all the year will take place. The Virgin of the Dew will come out of the church to greet her people. Nobody knows exactly the time when this will happen. In the waiting crowd, tension is slowly mounting.
The Virgin is calling us. All the Almonteños sense when she is about to come out. Not at a prearranged time or after a sign by the authorities. The Almonteños rush towards her. They carry her outside, tears in their eyes.
They all rush towards her at the same time. This does not frighten us, for we have been doing this all our lives. To us, it is a dream. Everyone is sure that there will be casualties, but that has never happened. It always goes well.
I understand that for the people of Andalusia, there will always be an El Rocio. The day after Whitsun, the Rocieros are already meeting again to make the first preparations for the following year. For them, El Rocio is more than just a pilgrimage. It is a way of life.